a dog cameo?
He's been fussy lately, so
bring him on. Bring him on the pod. What's he gonna play? What's the Welsh corgi going to role play as?
He's the mascot.
He's the mascot.
Is Annie's boobs?
He's the human.
Annie's boobs.
It could be Annie's boobs.
No, he's being fussy. He's dancing. He's
him and me both.
So, do you
All
want
right.
attention? Do you not want attention? What's your deal?
He's tweeting. I always want attention. I know you're not talking to me, but I just feel like, and I find that outrageous. All right. So we're pulling everything up. Everyone, welcome back to Community, the tabletop RPG. This is the second session of Intro to Televised Roleplay, a community tabletop RPG, quote unquote, of my design. It's really just an adaptation of Lasers and Feelings, even more specifically an adaptation of Boy Problems, the Carly Rae Jepsen RPG. But I've made it Community. And I'm joined by many good friends here. And a brief introduction to the game. The way that it works, it's not a traditional like D&D style game, if that's the RPG stuff that you're used to. It's really much more role play based, and there are two kinds of roles. Rules, which is technology, science, cold rationality, precise actions, or feelings, which is intuition, diplomacy, seduction, passionate actions. And every player only has one number, and they're either trying to roll higher than that number or lower than that number. And I will be the DM here, TV's Kevin Lanigan, and we will start introductions. Introduce yourself and your character. We'll do it in the order that you entered, so we can start with Elise.
I think Elise might be muted.
Not here, Elise.
Yeah, I cannot hear you.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Vamp for time. Here we go. All
But-
right. Well,
Let's
at
go.
least can troubleshoot, and yeah, we'll go to Alex. We'll go to Alex.
What? What's going on, guys? I'm Alex. I'm practicing my character. So,
Getting in deep.
do you like to know a little bit about myself?
Yes, please.
Anything in particular?
Height, grade point average.
Oh, good God. Despite having an MBA, my grades not great. So
C's get degrees, as they say.
yeah, my girlfriend wasn't the only one with 34 C's, if you know what I mean.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Really? Is that bad? Good
It's
Lord.
not. It's just unexpected. for
It's just
you, Alex.
unexpected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all. It's just a surprise. That's
All right,
what it is.
I'll cite my jokes. That's from Scrubs. So,
Oh,
made a
gotcha.
joke from Scrubs, and I'll walk that back. They were anyway. No, I won't do that. Just yeah, I'm Alex, and I really should hand this microphone over to someone else. But I'm from 6 Seasons in a Podcast, one of the community podcasts, one of the many community podcasts, and happy to be here. Hopefully, I'll have more moments like that where we can all laugh in horror. That's my goal.
And can you tell us a little bit about the character that you'll be playing tonight?
Foot in his mouth, stoner. And
So right on the money.
so far so good. And yeah, my catchphrase is what? So I'll use
Versatile.
that different, variations depending on the situation. So yep.
Great. Elise, how are you sounding?
Am I sounding?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
cool.
sounding.
Cool. That was so weird since we were talking before.
Was weird.
And then as soon as you go live, it was just like, nope, that's fine.
Negatory.
Hi, I'm Elise. I'm Princess Bilbo on like every single platform. I am playing the overachiever, which really resonates with me, an overachiever.
Fantastic. All right. Jillian.
All right, I am Jillian from Welcome to Greendale, 1/3 of the the hosting team there. I am gonna be playing Dylan Cassidy, which if you were here last time, I'm bringing back that same character who, has a penchant for random violence and awkward heart dances.
Love it. Justin, this guy.
I'll be playing Seth Doolittle. Actually, some relation, more than you think. I'm a bumbling stoner, and I deal in exotic pets to deal up with the crippling debt I've gotten on Neopets.
Yes, Neopets.
We're really timely here. I'm seeing breaking news. Trump has been banned from Neopets. He's lost all of his Neopets.
We're going to starve.
Yes, Neopets are gonna be atrophied. He's also been banned from Tamagotchi. So those bad boys, they're going down.
Offline.
Yeah, his Tamagotchis have been confiscated. And last but not least, Tori.
Hello, I'm Tori. You guys can call me either Gail or Tori. I'm Gaelfox on almost all platforms. And I will be playing the new kid. Her name is Tiffany, but she accidentally had a professor call her Triffany, and she was too shy to correct them. So now everyone knows her as Triffany or just Triff.
Oh man. Okay, beautiful. I'm going to attempt to call you all by your character names when interacting, but I will fail at that. But if you want to put that in your little Zoom icon name, that would be fantastic. So first we need to collectively build together why all 5 of you are a group. It can be a collective class or a club or something of that, or a sports team, I guess, if that's what you wanted to do. But any ideas for why we're all gathered here today?
I'm okay with being in a class together. Part of me wants to be in like an exotic animals class with Seth. Because me personally, I think that would be pretty awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
Exotic. So you're a study
animals?
group for exotic animals class?
Or at least basic biology.
Start small first.
That's right. Yeah. Exotic animal dealing is 201. Biology is 101.
It's a bit of a jump. There's some summer reading required.
Yeah, exactly. Greendale, of course, has its famous exotic animal dealing program that it is renowned for. So that all checks out. Okay, so we are a biology study group with an emphasis on exotic animal culture. Fantastic. Now we need to build our collective space. So what is your hangout, your study room equivalent? For comparison, last time we used the study room from the TV show Community, which is an option on the table, but we could also have somewhere else that we hang out.
What are some options?
You can be the courtyard behind you.
Yeah, you could be hanging out on the quad in beautiful sunny Colorado.
Where it never gets cold enough to wear very oversized jackets.
Never.
There's the bike park. Like the place where people park their bikes. We can hang there.
You hang out at the bike rack?
Sit at the bike rack?
Yeah, the bike rack.
The bike rack. Cool. Any other pitches before we decide between those two?
That'll work well because I sleep in my car. This is autobiographical, and I'm a commuter, so I go to school and don't go to my classes and sleep in my car instead of going to classes. So that'll be parked right next to the bike racks.
Yeah, so you're okay, bike rack.
And I actually arrived by horse.
Oh, okay. And you hitch it. You hitch it to the bike rack.
Yeah, I have the most. I just have a horse and a feet with a feed bag tied to the.
It'll keep busy for 8 hours.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you've given it like a little like a pail of hay to eat gradually throughout the day.
Right.
And then you'll
and a very large camel pack so it can like drink whenever it wants.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are a biology study group that hangs out at the bike rack. Excellent. Now we have to pick 2 strengths for our home base and 1 flaw with our home base. I'm actually going to go ahead and say the flaw is that it is a bike rack and it is outside.
Guys, I say no flaw.
I see no strategic problems occurring from hanging out at a bike rack. So now we need to pick 2 strengths. I have some options, or someone could conjure them. I think one of the strengths might be horse, but
Horse? Question mark?
Horse?
Yeah, I was like,
Mobility.
horse?
Quick mobility.
Okay, so all right, so yeah, one strength automatically, just based on what we've chosen, is mobility. Like, you have get out vehicles. One of them is horse, one of them is car, which is sort of the horse of the road, and then
everybody has some shit. We can also break free some bikes and
yeah, if anyone has bolt cutters in their inventory, you can make that work.
Books, binders, backpack, bolt cutters. It's
the 4 Bs.
4 Bs of college.
The 4 Bs of college. Great. So we're gonna go ahead and call that a vehicle cache. Some other option. One more. We got one more strength. I'm gonna rule out fortified barriers because that doesn't work. Known only to you. Is this a secret bike rack? There are actually many ways to get in. So instead of being like around an alley, is it sort of in an open place? Or does an ally live there?
At the bike rack?
I mean,
At the bike rack. Bike rack Johnny.
Bike rack Johnny.
Bicycle Bertha, does she live there? You know,
it's actually where Starburns is hanging out right now.
Eunice Cycle.
Yeah.
Cycle.
Eunuch Cycle, a high-voiced bald man that hangs out at the bike rack. Eunuch Cycle. Anyone have any strong feelings about any of these?
I think these are all great.
Oh my goodness.
I think we could workshop this for another 5-10 minutes. This is great content. Let's keep on going.
Yeah, this is good content.
Penny farthing.
I like penny farthing.
Yeah, what was the name of the Marvel villain that rolled around on a penny farthing, and he was like Rock D. Feller or something like that. Marvel villain penny farthing.
Googling it.
I have to know.
This is pertinent information.
Yeah, this is it's like way of D future or something. It's something so stupid, but I can't find it.
Well, I recommend that this bike rack is located outside the cafeteria for obvious, like,
reasons
of
access reasons,
and closeness to chicken fingers and whatnot.
Yeah, I am absolutely fine with that. So it is in close proximity to the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. And again, for in case anyone forgot, there is a horse here, and its problem is that it is outside. Its problem is that it is very exposed, but that works. So, any other questions, character creation stuff before we begin the session in earnest?
All right. I did have a question about the number. So we just pick any number between 2 and 5.
Yes, it's any number between 2 and 5, and that is your one number. And when you roll, you might need to get above or below that number, depending on what kind of roll you're doing. So if you pick a high number, it will be much easier to do focused, rules-based planning rolls. And if you pick a low number, it will be much easier to do feeling, spur of the moment, emotion-based stuff.
Nice.
Okay. That's my only question.
Yeah, I don't need to I'm not going to keep track of your own number. It is one number, and then just tell me whether or not you've gotten above or below it when you roll. Okay, and if that's
Gucci.
if that be all, then we shall begin. We open on a flash forward, a destroyed Greendale campus. Garbage can fires, things thrown hither and yon, all that loose paper that's usually tossed around when Greendale is in crisis. Loose paper everywhere. And it's all in complete, utter disarray. Where once a horse stood attached to a bike rack is now a horse skeleton. Where
Still standing.
Lars's car, still standing, bolt upright. Lars's car is on fire. Whether or not Lars was in it is up to anyone's guess. And slowly, as the camera moves and cuts to black, it says 1 hour earlier. The gang is hanging out at the bike rack, discussing the biology class or whatever off-topic conversation of the day.
Guys, where do we get a giant horse skeleton?
Oh no, it's from my cousin Tony. He needed to he had some bones he had to lay off.
The giant horse skeleton is already there.
Oh, I thought we flashed forward.
No, we just flashed back 1 hour earlier.
Yeah, so I'm saying...
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, no, there's the horse, and then there's a heap of unarranged horse bones that I am just gesturing towards.
So we got to put this horse skeleton together.
Are we sure we want to do it here at the bike rack?
We have the horse to scale.
That's a very, very good point.
That's a good point, and I hate that that's a good point.
Why do you have
Hey,
a
I
horse
know
skeleton?
animals.
Like how did you get a horse? This seems disturbing. Do you kill horses in your spare time?
Oh no, God, no! That's there's good money in that, but no, I'm not qualified. That's why I'm getting my degree.
Horses pretty much kill themselves pretty regularly. All they have to do is fall and break their leg, and then that's it.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised horses lived as long as they did, and they're still here.
They must breed a lot.
No, that's not how any of this works, but hopefully we'll learn that in our biology textbook. So let's just open it up and go ahead and look at the skeleton diagram in the book so we can hurry up and finish this project. Okay?
Just as Brooke is about to begin studying in earnest, you hear a call as if the intercom system has been hijacked. There's static, this fog that rips through, again, Greendale's ever-present intercom system, which I've never been to a college that has, but they have. And you hear this fuzz, and then a voice says, "Greendale students, today will be the day of your reckoning." And then the static cuts out. And you hear a shuffling near you. The campus has gone quiet. Everyone's looking around trying to find... they know the source. It came from, again, Greendale's many loudspeakers. But they're looking around trying to suss out what has just occurred. Is this another classic Greendale prank? Or is this something worse? Is this about to be a genre episode? And you hear a shuffling near you as these wheels are these churning plastic wheels are moving near you, and you look over just off beyond, clearing the side of the horse. You see this figure with a rolling chair strapped to each foot, sort of roller skating towards all of you. Now, Dylan, let's you and me do a fun exercise together. In theory, what would a darkest timeline version of Dylan look like?
What a darkest timeline version of Dylan look like?
Yeah, let's imagine what has happened to Dylan
Okay.
in, say, a darkest timeline scenario?
So her hair would be cut, but like her, you know what? We're just gonna go full Furiosa. Her head's just shaved.
Cool.
She is wearing Jinko jeans.
Okay.
And she's wearing Jinko jeans and a crop top. She has a scar running down her cheek. And she has she's got like full gothic makeup on her face.
This fucking 90s ass baggy legged version of Dylan has just rounded the corner on rolling office chair blades, and is approaching you. She's clutching in one hand a figure you would recognize as psychology professor Ian Duncan. And this sinister Dylan looks upon all of you and says, "You, all of you, you did this to me." Gestures Jinko jeans.
Dylan, I didn't know you had a twin.
I don't. Who the are you?
And it was bleeped out because it's network television.
Uh-huh.
And
Prime time.
yeah, darkest DT Dylan looks at you and says, "I'm you from the near future, after the events of today. And this," she points to Duncan, who's going, "is an example I'm about to make. My timeline was ruined because of the events of today. And now I'm here to ruin all of you."
What?
I'm just gonna, cause this is weird. I'm just gonna shove her from her wheeled like her wheelie apparatus. Try and take her down.
All right, I need a feelings roll, 1d6.
I got a 2, and my number's 2.
Okay, so you have activated the Greendale effect. You can ask me
Yes.
any one question about the current state of things.
Oh goodness, I don't know much about the current state of things at the moment. Are there other darkest timeline versions of us around?
There are now. They've freshly arrived, but they are here. And they they're planning something, obviously.
Okay.
All right. A 2 is a success, and it's a mild success. So you get up to darkest timeline Dylan, and you give her an old shove, and she and her office chair sort of woo, and topple back over onto the parking lot, and it hurts. You're gonna get scraped up. That's no good. But Dylan, you've sort of like lost balance in this acrobatic move. And for record, Ian Duncan has also fallen to the ground. He's like, "Oh," and he falls down. Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Whoopsie daisies.
You, that's the last thing you're ever going to do.
But wait, if you do that, then won't you disappear? That's how timelines work, right?
I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to ruin you, turn you into gestures again. This.
Why do you want to make other people wear Jinkos?
Because I was forced to wear Jinkos. And this cannot be allowed to stand. I cannot be the only one wearing Jinkos.
Sorry, I made this a Jinko joke and now I can't.
Yep.
And so then Dylan is going to walk over, and so Darkest Timeline, Dylan's on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to walk over and I'm going to like kneel over her with like one foot on her and be like, what the hell is going on? Stop speaking in damn riddles and just say what happens.
Dylan has a sort of semi-futuristic wrist thingy. It looks like a leather wrist cuff, but it's a wrist thingy. And it blinks and it says, activating, floor is lava, protocol. And suddenly this 3D grid spreads out across like the top 2 inches of ground level, and you can see off across the quad this like growing red simulation moving closer and closer to all of you.
Everyone on my car.
I jump on the car.
Yes.
Does this happen often?
I too jump on the car.
Brooke is also joining on the car.
Seth, are you car or horse?
Car.
Okay. So the 5 of you climb atop. What kind of car is this?
A Volkswagen Scirocco.
Okay. Let me Google
Volkswagen Scirocco. Okay. Yeah, that's about the kind of car I was picturing. A sort of a mid-level driving car. Lars, you would notice there are now suddenly like foot dents all over your car, but that is truly the least of your worries. As this what appears to be in every way, shape, and form, lava now dominates the ground of Greendale's campus, and it hisses and it fizzes and it buzzes and it pops. Darkest Timeline Dylan has sort of been subsumed underneath this level of lava, and you notice as their office chairs start to sink beneath the level of the lava, and Darkest Timeline Dylan does a little Terminator 2, but it's a finger instead of a thumbs up. and it disappears slowly beneath the lava. And
rude. So rude.
No way. And the announcement picks up again and is like, if you want to stop the Darkest Timeline, you must stop all of us at the Greendale Thunderdome. Now, all of you would know that the Greendale Thunderdome is no short jaunt from your bike rack. And to avoid your Darkest Timeline future, you will need to defeat the Darkest Timeline version of yourselves. Right now, you are on top of a Volkswagen Scirocco.
Now, so Dylan, did she just disappear, or is she defeated by the lava?
That is not possible for you to know at this point, whether or not you actually die when you go into the lava. But Dylan and Professor Duncan, who did not get a line in edgewise, have now been cleared. They are beneath the lava surface, and you can neither see nor hear them at this time.
Okay.
The horse is not enjoying any of this.
Guys, I don't think we're going to need that those bones of the horse. If that, what's your name? Horse's name? Seth Doolittle.
The horse's name is David DeCoultney.
I don't think David's going to need. We're going to have to set up those bones because he's going to get burned real quick. Should we slap him on the butt and get him out of here?
Well, no, David can handle 2 of us. If anyone wants to get on the horse with me, it ought to say lighten the load on the car.
Can the horse even move through lava, or is it? What are the rules? What's going on? I don't know. This never happened at my old school.
Is this like Looper or Back to the Future? I'm confused too.
One of you might have to find the answer to this information. But we are going to do now a sort of, I will allow each of you in a sort of time lapse. You can don a sort of lava world persona if you want. You can come up with some wild, crazy style for yourself in the lava world if that is something that you would like to do.
Using the stuff found in Lars's car.
That's, your own backpack and Lars's car. So you have bolt cutters. That could be part of your aesthetic. But anyone that wants to sort of Mad Max themselves out right now is perfectly welcome.
Yeah, you turn to the horse, and whenever you come back, like Dylan has like her hair up in like a faux hawk ponytail that's like super teased. Yes. Somehow she's gotten a few more earrings around her, like cuff earrings around her ear. Where there was once no nail polish, there is now black nail polish. And she has on, she was already wearing like boots and leather, like faux leather leggings, but now there's like some holes in them, and there's like a ripped up t-shirt that she's wearing.
Hey guys, help yourself to my dead mom's stuff. It's all good.
What was your dead mom's style? What was her flavor?
Her flavor.
What Dylan just described.
Oh, okay. Your mom was like an old biker chick? Yeah. That rules.
No, just Katie Seagal from Sons of Anarchy.
Exactly right. Yeah, so you have we have established you have anything that Dylan would have in his car, anything that would have been in your own backpack, or an old biker chick's clothes.
Sorry.
I was gonna ask if we all wanted black nail polish, because I think it'd just be funny when we like camera turns back. If like Brooke will be putting like black nail polish on everyone's fingers really fast,
just in the line,
little
assembly line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone has to do her left hand because she's not good at, or her right hand because she's right-handed. So we are committed to having black nail polish.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Absolutely. Love it. All right. Anyone else? You can bank it. You can save it if you want to.
I'll probably keep it simple. Just put on like a leather stud choker.
Great.
And
leaning into that the whole animal look.
Yes. And you know what? Tiger stripes. I want my face done up like at a kid's birthday party, but I'm a tiger.
Well, that's an option at the kid's birthday party. You have a little tiger stripes. Yeah, it's the same design as the Darth Maul, but it's just orange instead of black.
Exactly.
Great. Okay. Anyone else? You can also bank this and tell me later if you want some time to really work this out.
Triff is gonna really lean into her new girl invisibility, and she's going to don a whole bunch of like layers and like flowy hoods, but it's all
many coats,
leather because many coats and some weird Final Fantasy belts kind of looped in.
And you're like,
one too many belts.
This belt goes from shoulder to hip. What is it holding? It doesn't matter.
That was my dead dad's stuff. So that's cool.
Oh, my cool condolences.
She's gonna put on a big old biker face mask, so all you can see is her little very worried eyes. But that's what I'm going to do. Oh, and fingerless gloves, so you can also see my nail polish.
Wait, Lars, was your dad's style all just coats and belts?
He was really into Final Fantasy.
JRPG.
Oh!
Coat connoisseur.
Yeah. You know, those long biker times on the trail, you know, when you would pull over to a stop, you pull out your Game Boy Advance and play a little.
He would ride on the back.
Final Fantasy, then I want a full black duster, like a real Sephiroth duster.
Yes.
Good, great. You have a Sephiroth.
The wistfulness of like the Final Fantasy and like the absurdity, like again next to Gemma Teller, like it's.
Yeah, this is how we separate this from the Community Lava World episode, is that ours is very JRPG. Ours is remarkably Square Enixified, and I love that for us. Fantastic. So now we have entered, our party is gathered, and now astride a Volkswagen Sirocco, and with your noble steed in tow, your Lava World adventure can truly begin.
Wait, guys. And I'm normally wearing one of those, multicolored drug rug, as they're called. I don't know what they're really called. Those.
Yeah, the what, like a hemp hoodie. Yeah,
hemp
I know what
hoodie
you mean.
thing.
Yeah, drug rug. I know. Everyone here knows.
Yeah.
I change it into a black one instead.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, fucking sick, dude.
Twisted.
Well,
Okay.
I wore this one when I attended my parents' funeral, so this is meaningful.
This is my formal
Respectful.
drug rug. This is my grieving drug rug.
Brooke will
Absolutely.
have random braids, like very much like Riku from Final Fantasy, specifically 10-2. So it's just random braids in her hair, and she'll have a leather jacket. And can I say she has like a little sewing kit in her bag, and she like kind of like rips up her pants a little bit because you gotta make sure she looks a little pumped.
Teases the threads, just a
just
little bit,
just
so
a
Fray it
little
up a
bit.
little bit.
Fuzzes.
Fray it up a little bit.
Yeah, because it's like like the pocket size little sewing kit that has like black, white, and red thread and one needle, and like that's it, with the little seam ripper.
Oh, fucking phenomenal, everyone. Good job. And now you would know that the Greendale Thunderdome is separated by quite a bit of campus. I would say there's the possibility for 2 or 3 encounters between here and there, time permitting. But truly, the campus is your oyster for how you want to go about this Lava World escapade. The floor truly is yours.
All right, I actually have an idea. If I look over at the bikes on the bike rack, do I see any of them sinking, or do they seem pretty stable in place?
They are stable. They are not sinking.
Okay, and how far up is the lava compared to the bikes?
The lava is it's beneath seat level. It's sort of kissing the top of the wheels on these bikes.
Okay, so not enough for us to put we can't pedal, but we do have wheels theoretically beneath the lava.
I would say that if the Darkest Timeline is playing fair by the rules of the floor is lava, you could get on the bike and ride it, and you could be okay. It's really just the floor that is lava.
Interesting. Okay, and we have those bolt cutters. I think I have an idea. All right, so the Thunderdome is how far away?
It's basically on the other side of campus from where you are right now, but it's a community college campus, so like a 15-minute unimpeded walk. If you again encountered nothing and no one between here and there, it's not very far. It's community college.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn to the group, and it's only the floor that's lava, right? So what if we just got on the bikes and rode over to the Thunderdome? That seems like a pretty safe idea, right? Like, that's not breaking any rules or anything?
Don't know any rules aside from there seems to be lava on the floor. Like,
You killed
know,
the
my
rules
fucking-
giver.
my doppelganger didn't seem to be talking in more than like random riddles about a foretold future she was trying to start.
She didn't
so-
really get the chance to. She got killed pretty quick. So
Are the chairs that she was using, are those still, can we still see them?
The chairs are the only thing that you can still notice from that foray. The humans are gone, but the chairs remain.
Are there bones still there?
There appear to be little JPEGs of bones in that general area. Bone.jpg is hanging out there.
Because maybe we can take those chairs too, and like, if you have some bungee cords, Lars, we can just attach them to the bikes so we can have them just in case, pile up on some good
Kind of like
chairs.
sled mechanic.
Yeah. Or just save them for later in case we need them.
The
How many
bungee?
bikes are on the bike rack?
Did any of you ride your bike to campus today? That's a good question.
Mm,
I think Brooke would.
Okay,
because
so
that's
Brooke,
like
you have
some
a bike.
nice fitness.
Squeezing in fitness when you would otherwise be in a car. It's a perfectly logical place to place it.
Also, I did that when I went to community college. I biked a lot.
Bada bing. All right, so Brooke has a bike. That's one bike. I would say there's two more bikes, and it's up to y'all whether or not they are your bikes. You know your characters. Would they have biked to school today?
I think
Dylan say no. Sorry, go ahead.
Triff would live in the dorms, but no one knows that she lives in the dorms.
Okay, so Triff is a dorm squatter. So no bike for Triff. Seth rode a horse, of course, and Lars, of course, got in a car. Car. And that's how you remember it. It's a mnemonic device. So there are two bikes that are under chain lock that would have to be broken, but Brooke does have a bike.
Right. So in order for us to transport, 4 more of us need to figure out if Brooke has a bike, so Brooke can do that. Seth
Yes.
has his horse if he decides he wants to try and ride his horse through the school. We have 2 other bikes and Lars's car. Okay, before we go taking off bikes and stuff, Lars, is your car running today?
Yes. Sorry for the long pause.
That was dramatic. I was waiting.
Like how Lars had to kind of think about it, just like
Yeah, no, it's fixed.
While you've all been
Yes.
talking, I've been taking hits.
Every engine light is on, like all of the
Oh, yeah.
dashboard lights are on, but the car theoretically does run.
Okay. Could we try driving Lars's car around to be closer to the Thunderdome?
everyone just pile in all at once.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 5 of us.
I've got a bike rack on the back of my
You
car.
got a bike?
I was about to say,
I see.
Can
We can
I
put a
want to
couple
make
of
sure
bikes.
because I don't want anyone else stealing my bike. I won't be okay with that.
Let's take it with us.
Yeah, okay. So Brooke might bike alongside is the energy I'm getting.
Let's see. Brooke is biking alongside. Seth is riding the horse alongside.
Yeah.
All right. So then let's steal these other 2 bikes, put them on the back of Lars's bike rack,
Yep.
and try and ride the car over to the Thunderdome.
Okay. So anyone with a proper amount of time could break a bike lock with a set of bolt cutters. So I'm not going to make y'all roll for that. It takes some maneuvering, takes some doing to kind of hang on top of the bike rack and slice it and then sort of pass the bikes backward so that you are never indeed touching the ground. But you all make it work. You have enough time. However, as you are lashing up the last bike, how do you attach those things? Lashes, bungee cords? Anyone's
I
guess.
think it's got a little hook thing.
There's a
right?
hook thing that you put the tires in and it loops over or something.
Hook
We do
thing.
have plenty of belts to fasten everything together.
Yeah, it's true. We still have belts.
Many anime belts. You'd think by the sheer number of belts you're already wearing, you're out of belts. No, sir.
Oh.
No.
A little known fact.
Belts for
my
days.
My dad is the bungee king. Well, was, rest in peace, the bungee king of Denver. So that's why I have all these bungee cords in the back of my car.
And that's no small feat. There are many opting for that crown. There is a Game of Thrones for the fucking bungee king title.
Can I actually borrow like the two of like the thickest bungees? And I'm going to hook them to one of my belts, and I'm going to use them as grappling hooks.
Oh, that's so cool.
Lars has no disagreement
Cooling up,
with that.
man.
Yeah. All right. So you have now added 2 big quotes, grappling hooks, to your inventory. So excellent. And as you have bungeed using these noble bungees to the bike rack, you've begun to hear the banging of trash can lids, and you hear some real dramatic fanfare surrounding your little bike rack, this circling all around you are many bodies and beings sort of wrapping themselves, again using the rolling chair apparatus to sort of duck and weave and move their way around you in an intimidating post-apocalyptic circle, and clearing from their ranks the first to address you, you would recognize as drama professor Sean Garrity. But now he's sort of playing a really post-apocalyptic version of himself. Children, I'm afraid I can't let you leave.
Why?
Are you gonna expand upon that?
Well, as you're all well aware, I'll take any part in any production. And I have been hired by these Darkest Timeline goons to use my drama department to ensure that none of you leave. And watching these festivities from a close way by the flagpole is the Darkest Timeline version of, let's say, Triff. Triff, let's build a Darkest Timeline version of yourself.
Okay. This Triff, Darkest Timeline, is standing very menacingly and very just like, here I am out in the open, like no holes barred. Very confidence, also in leathers and belts out the wazoo. She's got some like crazy pigtails going, kind of like a fiery, poofy fashion. And she's got some like hardcore rocker makeup, like anything loud she's got on. So she's definitely visually drawing attention to herself. So yeah, think of like the loudest thing you can think of in terms of attire, which I'm going to throw on a drama department's suit, like a suit jacket, but in an incredibly loud paisley pattern.
Wow.
Powerful.
You're wearing
Yes.
post-apocalyptic versions of those shoes that light up when you take a step, but they're like
Yes.
menacing lights.
Oh.
And it all can be found in your local green room.
Yes, exactly. The drama department has all of this. And actually, we see step out from behind the flagpole atop a hell steed, the Darkest Timeline version of Seth Doolittle. Seth, what would
Craven-
the Darkest Timeline version of
Just straight up Craven the Hunter. I've got like giraffe skin pants, gator skin, like my boots are gator heads, snake belt, let's see, like cheetah duster, and I'm wearing an actual like tiger head mask, like the fur taxidermied
like
tiger
Hercules
head as a mask. Yes.
Okay, great.
Hercules, but a tiger.
Okay, excellent.
And
so
I
these...
wield a giant elephant tusk as a weapon.
Oh, that's fucked up. You're a fucked up guy.
Courtesy
in the
of the
Darkest
prop
Timeline.
department.
Okay, go.
Yeah, ivory hunters here at Greendale. That's an elective summer course. So those two Darkest Timeline versions are watching from the side to see how this shakes out with their hired guns of the drama department.
Okay.
All right, and so they're just going around in wheelie chairs and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here.
Are you guys just mad we didn't come to your last production?
There was a production?
Yeah, didn't they do Cat on a Hot Tin Roof?
Yes, and now you'll be Cat on a Hot Tin Parking Lot.
I would have thought car roof, but that's good too.
Damn, can we get a rewrite? Can we talk to the script writing major and get a rewrite? My dialogue.
Lars, do you have like, I don't know, you got random shit in your car. Do you have marbles or rocks or anything we can throw in front of these people?
I know a guy.
All right, he's calling in the Stoner's special ability in a church, Britta, where you know one shady individual that can get you basically anything you want.
Guys, I know the most screwed up, messed up dude. And marbles you're looking for, marbles we can get. His name's Jeremiah. He's a 10-year-old boy, but he's the best collector of marbles ever.
So what do we have to trade to get the marbles? I mean, he's not going to just give them up. Or is he?
Is this PG-13?
This is
I can give him some of my stash. Wait, is that legal?
Shit, it's definitely not legal.
like your Pokemon?
Yeah,
My
like
stash
your
of
Pokemon card
Pokemon.
stash.
your stash of
Like, yeah, they're
collectible Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Magic the
like-
Gathering, man. Don't you know?
Yeah. I mean,
We're in the darkest timeline. This is the darkest timeline.
You're
This is
still
what it's coming to.
This is it could be. It's not yet. So you anyway, Jeremiah can get you what you need, but you have to call Jeremiah or text Jeremiah. How are you getting in contact with Jeremiah?
Yeah, we'll just text him.
All right. Let's hear it. Let's hear that text.
Beep boop boop beep boop boop boop. Boop beep beep boop 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 boop. Beep.
Do you have like
Send.
an old flip phone?
You have to press the number
Do you think
like
stoners
3
have
times.
iPhone 12s?
Yeah, you get a text back that you're like, okay, got it. Beep boop 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 beep boop boop boop. I know what that means. That means bring the marbles to the parking lot. Got it.
We're trading my stash for his stash.
And like a whisper.
My pogs, guys.
Okay, thank you.
I think there was a misunderstanding previously.
Should hope so. There's a whisper on the wind. You start hearing a faint grinding and a shifting, and then like a glimmer in the dawn, on a razor scooter rides Jeremiah. He strides up the handicap ramp, getting just a little bit of air, and glides across this lava-filled Greendale campus, paying it no mind. Jeremiah is a cool kid, and he cuts a line straight through the darkest timeline, grinds his razor scooter to a halt, holds out a little baggie, one of those like felt baggies that kept marbles in, and says, "Here's your stuff, Chief."
And I
Thought you were
reach
gonna
into my
pretend to spit. Like he's so close.
I reach into my pocket to find my golden pog of Alf. And I said,
This kid, Jeremiah, was chewing on some bubble tape, and his mouth hangs open and the bubble tape falls out.
"You know what this meant to me. Here it is."
This was your dad's pog. Are you sure you want to part with this?
I'll find a way to get it back. That's not ominous or at all. I'm just saying.
Sounded ominous.
And a way to get it back. I will
Hey, you
Sound-
little
else.
10-year-old.
It sounded okay. I'm just saying, like, you get a lot of trouble if you hit me in the next 6 years. Like a lot of trouble. Anyway,
Guys, this is my
Lates.
little brother.
Oh yeah, what's up? I'm Jeremiah Dunleavy.
Thanks,
And he,
Jeremiah.
all right, cool. And he flips his hat backwards and
Cool
razors
kid,
out of
huh?
there. It's a pretty cool kid, I gotta say.
Yeah.
that was a cool kid.
As cool that I am.
The
Yeah.
coolest kid I've ever seen in my life.
I take mental notes.
Somehow his like razor scooter is like leaving a dust trail. Like it's just like the most incredible, beautiful little child you've ever seen in your whole life. And he rides back off, and the darkest timeline pays him no heed. And so now it is now it's the 5 of you plus marbles, and now you have marbles.
Someone asked for these, and I hold up the bag. It's kind of glowing almost.
Yeah, it has the light of the lava simulation is like catching the felt. It's like kind of got this glow to it, the sheen.
All right. So we have options. We can roll it in front of them, try and like dislodge them from their wheelies, or we can try and chuck it, or we can chuck them at their heads.
I don't
Marbles hurt,
trust
man.
I
the
don't
point.
trust
Sling
my
them
aim.
like David did to Goliath.
That's the point. We just start chucking them at their heads because I mean that's what I want to do.
And they'll fall on the ground eventually, and they might wheel over them. So let's just go ahead and throw them at them first.
I like the way you think, Trish.
I try.
Maybe half of them at least on the ground so the wheels can get caught in them and they can fall down, and then the rest we can throw because I don't trust my aim.
Pours out half. Here you go, Brooke.
Thanks.
Do we have one of those like big thumb ones that were like that big around?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
In
think
my head,
Jeremiah
that's the-
didn't bring.
Yeah.
In my head, that's the
Didn't bring
size
the
these
thumb?
marbles are. It's like those big honking ones
mashers.
that, like,
Is that what they're actually called, or mashers?
You got mashers, you got cat's eyes, you
All I know is
got
cat's eyes.
wheelie dealies, you got tricky
The little
willies,
spirally ones.
Constant
yeah,
comment.
yeah, constant comment. I'll have sleepy time. Yeah. Anyway, we all
Are we
love
talking
Scott
about
Pilgrim
teas
versus the
now?
world. Yeah, exactly.
No, we're talking about marbles.
Yeah, we're talking about marbles. Earl Grey marbles. It's all the same deal. Great. So who wants to take an action? What are we doing here?
Brooke is gonna go ahead and just like toss the marbles. Like she's trying to toss them as far as she can onto the ground so that the wheels will get caught in them and they can stumble and fall.
Excellent. So I would call this
Before we go into battle,
yes.
can I say an incantation?
You can.
15
Anyone can.
men in a dead man's chest, yo ho, and a bottle of rum. Drink and the devil had gone to the rest, yo ho, and a bottle of rum. Okay. I do some chanties.
The song of battle. It's everyone. I don't. This game does not have like any inspiration type systems. But I will allow everyone for this encounter to roll with advantage. And we'll call that. You can do one re-roll for the drama encounter. You can do one re-roll.
I knew it was worth it. I pulled out the
Yeah.
incantation.
You're the fucking bard of the party. Congratulations. All right. So Brooke, you are going to take your marbles and sort of cast them out.
Yes.
Okay. So this is a rules-based roll. So 2d6, and you are trying to get rules is low. Wait. Yeah, wait. Yeah, you want to get below your number. Sorry. This is the first real roll of the campaign.
Okay, so I roll 2d6s.
Mhm.
One of them is below and one of them is above.
Okay, so that is a mild success. So you have you've cast your marbles out into a circle around you, and they're not as well scattered or laid out as you would have wanted them to be. But of, let's say, 10 drama students, not including Garrity, you have knocked one of them. One of them goes tumbling down and does a nice stage fall onto the ground.
Do we see how like they fall? Like, do they like melt into the lava, or is it like one of those like, man, and then gets up and like walks away?
No, he makes a real fucking meal of it. This is the drama department.
Oh boy.
Melting, no, and crumbles down into the lava. His persona was a witch.
Brooke, just for a moment, she gets really, really upset that she threw them really badly. And she's about to beat herself up, but one of them falls over, and she's like, "Oh, thank God. Okay, never mind. At least one."
I do have worth. Oh, fuck.
Thank God.
I was worried there for a second. Okay. Anyone else?
Go ahead.
So I don't have any marbles, but I do have those grappling hooks, and I'm going to try to take the giant bungee, hook them together end to end, so it's a bit of a longer rope. I'm going to make a bit of a square knot at the end so I can make a lasso, and I'm going to try and lasso one of these guys off their chair. Improvised weapon, which I'm always in favor of. So let's first do a one rules roll on the efficacy of the creation of the lasso. If you succeed at good lasso, it will give you another d6 to your actual action of trying to lasso. Okay, so I just roll.
Yes, roll 1d6.
Right.
This is rules, so you want to get below your number.
Oh, I got a 4, and my number was 3.
Shit lasso, dog. I'm sorry. It just you can't even get it to like it just slips out of itself. It does not function.
Is anyone here good at tying knots? I have an idea, but I haven't taken knots 101 yet.
Intro to knots.
Intro to knots.
Yeah, it's a
Take
community joke.
stagecraft and then you learn those.
Stagecraft, we're re-enrolling for the next term. You know, if you survive the lava encounter.
I'll be sure to remember that.
At which point, as he says that, Dylan just grabs one of the marbles she has and chucks it at him.
Excellent. So we'll, I guess we'll call that a feelings roll. So try and get above your number. 1d6.
Oh, I got a 1. But wait, I can re-roll, right?
That's right. With the blessing of the sea shanty. She shanty.
The sea shanty.
She shanty.
I got a 2 this time. Huh,
Hey!
okay, there we go.
So you've activated the Greendale effect, I believe.
I have activated the Greendale effect.
So you can ask me one question, and I'll tell you no lies.
Tell you no lies. Is Darkest Timeline Dylan dead, or are we going to see her again?
She's gone. She's been eliminated from the game.
All right. Cool.
They, these Darkest Timeline folks, they're nasty, but they follow the rules.
All right. So I've chucked it at Professor Garrity's head after he tried to pimp. Yes.
Plug? It depends on your definition of pimp. But if we're using it in the pejorative improv sense, yes, he has tried to pimp his own class, and has justifiably been struck in the head. It makes no marble sense, but it's left a cat's eye impression on his brow. And Professor Garrity tumbles backwards into the lava.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
What fools these mortals be! And he dies. It was the only Shakespeare he could think of. He couldn't think of any of the good ones. Out damn spot. That didn't make any sense either. He just goes. Anyway.
No, I'm just thinking of random Shakespeare things that don't make any sense that he could.
Now is the winter of our discontent.
Except that one kind of works.
Yeah.
How many people are still left swirling around us?
9 dramaturgs.
Okay. Dramaturgs.
Well,
Those
okay.
bitches.
Yeah, those bitches always trying to get their facts straight.
So annoying. No, I'm kidding.
We love all dramaturgs here.
Respect to all dramaturgs. Mad respect. Okay, so we have to take out 9 more.
Yes.
All right.
Or escape somehow, I guess.
Whose turn is it?
There's no turn order. It's whoever wants to go.
And we still have more. I only throw out 1 marble, so I still have like my little cache of marbles. If we want to all just start like barraging them with them.
Yeah. If anyone doesn't want to come up with like their own spin on it, you can all just start hucking marbles. Like,
It's like people can do non-marble based offense.
Seth rides up to Lars's window.
Down.
Lars, did your dad have any props? Like any prop weapons?
We're out of luck on that one. See, I'm looking up at him because
rats.
He's on a horse and
he's
I'm
on a horse.
But crap! So Seth is riding around with his horse.
I believe so.
Okay. So Seth could grab one of Trish's bungees.
Yeah, clothesline.
And clothesline a couple.
Oh my God! Yes!
Clothesline!
Like just ride the horse around while she's standing on the car and just take some of them out.
Wow,
That's a good idea.
Wow. All right. Are we gonna do like a trip line?
Yeah.
Let's do the triff line.
All right. So Seth, you grab one end and extend triff line, if you will. Triff attempts to stay on the car. Yeah, everyone should probably grab Triff.
Hold on.
Yeah, give it to Cody. Yeah.
All right. No, go ahead.
So many
And
people touching me at once.
this is the college experience. So the horse begins riding, and the drama people are not dissuaded from doing their circular dance sort of pattern. So you will have a sort of clear line to try and knock them all over. Let's see. So first, how the hell are we going to do this like collaborative offense? So
the game never anticipated for teamwork.
Yeah, what the fuck? So let's say the act itself is automatically effective. However, each time you run over a drama person, Seth and Triff will each have to roll to maintain grasp of the bungee cord to see that it is not knocked from their grasp.
Okay.
That sounds fair.
All right. So Seth rides forward. Triff is being grasped, and you encounter the first drama major, who is sort of wielding the alas poor Yorick skull as a weapon. And you are encountering him. And you encounter him first. Both of you roll rules to maintain hold of the bungee cord.
At a 6.
I have a 5. My number is 4, so I'm over.
You both failed, I think.
Wait, no, rules, right?
Rules you're trying to roll under your number. Yeah, so Triff, did you roll under? No, a 6 would not have been under your number, would it? No.
I'm rolling 2 extremes today.
Yeah, so you have knocked, and you know, this dude tries and squeezes out like the speech as he falls. He's like, "Alas, poor Yorick, I hardly knew him, Horatio," and tumbles down into the lava. But this bungee tripwire has been flung from your grasp, and it too tumbles into the lava.
Damn it!
How close are they getting to the car?
They are so far just holding this circular pattern. One of them is now sort of breaking out and making a go at coming to the vehicle.
Okay.
It's his scene. It's his soliloquy of attack.
So Kevin, are they all just riding in a line?
Yeah, they're all doing just this
like a
one
conga line?
continuous circle. They're a little more spaced out than a conga line, but they're essentially circling like vultures or those rollerblade guys in Modern Warfare. They're just kind of like going around.
Can I command David to buck or to kick?
Yeah, you can certainly try to just get a fucking horse to hit these guys. Roll.
Does he have a command word like the Donkey and Gus, the Disney's movie from the 80s?
Yeah. Is it a Gus type scenario?
You know what, Kevin? I'm gonna leave that to you.
Yeah, it's a Gus scenario. You have a keyword that tells David DeColtney to kick. But you will have
word is fire.
Fire. All right. So you will have to roll a feelings roll because I would put animal husbandry under feelings rather than rules.
That's a 1. Fail again?
Yeah, you failed. So you said fire, and David DeColtney hits nothing but air, but with a 2-leg back kick, David DeColtney has sort of lost air, and now David DeColtney is sort of crumpled onto the ground, not injured, but like your horse is now grounded as opposed to being a tall horse. And you will have to take some time to recover from that maneuver. But right now, there is a gentleman attempting to attack the car, the Volkswagen Scirocco. So what is this guy's coming at you? And he's got a play acting sword because it's his time. It's his time to go.
As he comes, so it's very obvious he's coming towards the car.
Yeah.
I just freaking kick him.
Kick him in the face.
Straight in the chest or the face. Like just
right on the lips. Kick
All
him
right.
with your face.
All right.
Super kick him as he comes close.
All right. You're going to attempt a Shawn Michaels super kick as this guy approaches.
A little HBK with it, yeah.
Yeah, a little HBK. All right. So roll feelings for an HBK.
Okay. You know, he is just a sexy boy. That feels like feelings.
Yeah, he's not your boy toy. This is any 80s wrestling fans in the audience tonight?
I accidentally rolled it off of the chair, the table, so I'm going to do another one.
You're good.
6.
6. This game does not have a crit success, but we'll call that a crit success. You do a Shawn Michaels super kick, and this dude, it's like when fucking Scott Pilgrim knocks out like Matthew Patel and he's just like fully horizontal for no reason. The big words KO pop up behind this scene as
Dylan wins.
Yeah, this monologuer falls back into the lava. Out, gone, 7 remain.
All right. I want to try. I used my first bungee cord. I couldn't tie it. One of my bungee cords fell in the lava, but I do have a secondary bungee cord that I grabbed from Lars.
Correct.
All right, I'm going to try and use the little hook end to do the same thing I was last time without the lasso. I'm just going to let nature be nature and let the hook do its thing.
Let the natural occurring bungee cord act as God intended. Okay. Great. So you do a sort of chain whip scorpion Mortal Kombat, like you lash out with the bungee cord to grasp onto the drama student. Roll feelings for that quick maneuver.
Oh, that's cocked, but hey, that's a 3.
It's a 3.
3 is my number.
Okay, so you have activated the Greendale effect, and you can ask me any question regarding the game or the scenario.
What have the doppelgangers been doing during this time? Have they slunk off, made a move? Are they kind of like sussing us out?
So one is dead in lava. 2 are watching you from the flagpole over there, and the other 2, you've been hearing, it's been tough to hear over the din, but you've been hearing sort of general construction noises coming in the direction of the Greendale Thunderdome. A sort of, cartoon construction noises.
All right. I will let my friends know that I hear things in that general vicinity. I think they're building something.
The actual Thunderdome that we've been promised for how many years now?
They're finally using our tuition money.
Finally.
Let's see. Yeah,
the grant cleared.
They filed for it in 2009, and the grant has only just cleared. Although, as previously established, these games take place in 2016. So you have successfully lassoed the drama club student, and they are yoinked and pulled from their precipice and fall down into the lava.
Awesome.
Do their chairs screw up anybody else who's riding their chairs around?
Ooh.
The debris now in the roadway.
Let's see. We're not supposed to roll for enemies, but I'm going to roll for an enemy real fast using this darkest timeline die that I bought from Alex. And we're going to give that a roll. So that's a fail. So one gent with this new rolly chair blockage has ass over tea kettle sort of collided with it because they will not diverge from their circular path, and this folk tumbles again into the lava.
It's their stage direction. They can't.
Yeah, they have to stick to the blocking. They would be, Garrity, if he were alive, would be very disappointed in them if they broke from their blocking.
How close are they to my car? Like, I'm in the driver's seat. Can I reach them if, like, I stuck out my arm?
No, you couldn't just stick your hand out the window. You would have to say, use a bungee cord, fling a marble, any of our brilliant tactics that we've used thus far.
What if I snapped off the radio antenna and I wanted to whack someone?
I mean, if that's what you want to do,
it never worked anyway.
Oh, okay, yeah, great. Who listens to the radio? It's 2016.
How heavy is the ornament on the end? How heavy is the little face, like the Jack in the Box?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was also picturing a Jack in the Box guy at the end of it.
Everyone has a Jack in the Box antenna ornament.
Yeah. 2016. It holds no combative power, but there is a Jack in the Box guy on the end of your car antenna. You've been fiddling with it this whole time, and you pull it out. Roll feelings to attempt to whack a guy with your car antenna.
My number is 2.
You want to get above that.
I got a 2.
All right, so you got at that. That is the Greendale effect. You can ask me any question, and your action does indeed succeed.
What question? Guys, we've got headsets on. Guys, what should I ask him? Is there something we need to know? Since we're not talking to a physical person, guys, just in general, is there anything you've got, has got you curious about why we're, in this fate?
I've always wondered how the doppelgangers got here.
It's a great question, Seth.
Oh, thanks, Lars.
Is that your question?
Sure.
Okay, great.
Okay.
So you heard to it that they entered through some sort of portal device. You know not where, but they would have crossed over into our timeline using their own Darkest Timeline future tech to cross over here.
Okay.
we'll use the terrible season 4 finale as they sort of appear Terminator style, and then take it from there.
Controversial, but
Sorry.
Do we not like the end of season 4?
It's too long of a conversation to get into. There's parts of season 4 I like, but you know, none of these people are the season 4 Halloween episode. It's not relevant to this. It's unfortunately a Darkest Timeline scenario.
So I succeed in whacking the guy.
Yeah, so you whack this dude. You whack this fool real good. And again, lava. He says to Shakespeare. They've all been saying Shakespeare. I haven't said it every time, but know that they have.
How many
If
are
we
left?
shadows have offended, speak of this and all is mended. Yeah, I'm running through it.
You bite my tongue, your tongue, or you bite your thumb.
I bite my thumb at thee, sir.
A plague on both your houses.
Throw your courage to the sticking place.
Okay, so how many are left?
Romeo, where? No.
I mean, that's one. I haven't used that one. What light through yonder window breaks? So there's 2 left. Let's say 2.
There's 2.
I might have
Right.
lost count. Let's say 2.
I'm gonna try and chuck a marble at him again.
All right. Roll feelings for marble.
I'm gonna feel this marble. 4.
That's a success?
That's a success.
Okay, great. Sorry. There's a lot of numbers going on. Great. So again, marble this fool and tumble in they go. Pretend he did Falstaff from Henry IV. Just pretend. Everyone in your mind's eye, just your favorite Falstaff quote. He did that one.
Just pull it out there.
Yeah, just again, theater of the mind is more effective than anything I can conjure. Lovecraft style horror. Just make that go.
It's actually just Orson Welles that falls into the lava.
A whole
Yeah.
Orson Welles.
Dylan, thank you for adding your number to your nameplate. That's very helpful,
Ooh.
actually. I appreciate that. Great. So there is but one lowly, quaking drama student. He actually, breaking from form. He halts the circle, and he's sort of just like quaking there.
Can I scream at him in an attempt at intimidation?
Sure. What do you scream at him?
I scream. You see the rest of their fates? Do you want some too? If not, get the out of here.
Whoa. All right. Roll feelings.
2.
Okay. So the Greendale effect has been activated.
All right, this portal, do we have to close it?
No, it's not a constant portal. It is rather a conjured one when the need is struck. But yeah, you're good. Okay. And anyway, you succeeded at this dude, and he's like, yeah, okay, exit pursued by a bear, and he skates away off into the night, and your Darkest Timeline doppelgangers at the flagpole just shake their heads. They're disappointed.
That's mom for mad.
And can we can see them up there
Yeah.
at the flagpole?
Yeah, they're just over there.
Like, that's who you sent? The drama club? Get down here, you chickens, and face us yourselves.
At least
Shit.
send the Glee Club next time.
At least they sound good.
Yeah. And so the Hellsteed blows and a little fire shoots from its nostrils, and Seth's Darkest Timeline doppelganger starts clopping its way towards you slowly in a slow trot towards your doom. Triff is sort of the Darkest Timeline Triff is being pulled along in like a very gaudy like red wagon hooked up to the back of this car. A red
Just a radio,
yeah,
a
radio
radio
flyer.
flyer.
Radio flyer.
Yeah, radio flyer with
Chariot style.
tassels.
Can there be like silver little pinwheels?
Yeah, little
On the
pinwheels.
sides.
They've switched out the radio flyer wheels for bike wheels just so they can have a card in the spokes that makes a lot of noise as they go. It's a cacophony as it comes towards you, and the Darkest Timeline versions of yourselves stop, sort of facing Lars's car, and DT Triff says, "So you took out the drama club, did yous?"
Oh, yeah. Do you see him here?
Yeah, they're kind of gone.
Oh, so
Exit
that's
stage
what
left.
Triff sounds like. I can't remember her voice.
It's been so long.
Yeah, this is me. This is what I talk like now. And Seth from atop the street goes,
Yes, this is what she speaks like. Fear me.
You apparently turn into Cookie Monster.
He's kind of dressed like him too, with all the
Yeah.
furs.
Yeah.
The furs and leathers and scales.
Me want.
I have an idea, and I say, Seth, and I toss the car antenna to him, and I say, joust.
I catch the car antenna, and I whisper into David's ear. All right, David, come on, you can do it. You can get up.
You dare joust me? Okay, to your doom you go.
we're just doing every Frank Oz.
Yoda?
Yeah, we're doing every Frank Oz Muppet right now. So the Hellsteed squares up to you, Seth, in a typical joust style.
Does David get up?
Yes, David rises,
Okay.
and you trot to face Darkest Timeline Seth and the Hellsteed. You wield a car antenna with a Jack-in-the-Box guy on the end. Darkest Timeline Seth pulls out his own silver car antenna with a flaming Jack-in-the-Box guy at the
And he's got little frowny eyes.
Yeah, he's got little frowny eyes and he's on fire. It's bad. And you square up. We got some fucking Knight's Tale cinematography, close-ups
Fuck
on the end
yeah.
of each
Fuck
of your
yeah.
fucking jousts, and you're squaring up. Just like in A Knight's Tale, We Will Rock You starts playing. It doesn't matter. And you've fully squared up with each other.
Under my breath, I go, sticks and stones and other bones. So I'm singing a sea chanty for him.
Yeah,
Rum
in honor.
and beans and away go, hello, rather than bum. Go.
We will rock you. It's very easy to sync these things over
Yes.
Over
Zoom.
Zoom.
Yeah. And Seth, do you ride?
Seth does ride.
All right. And so Triff pulls out a flag. Darkest Timeline Triff pulls out a very gaudy flag with her face on it. It's hot fucking pink, and she fucking waves it down. And the joust begins as the Hellsteed rides towards you.
Seth whispers under his breath, "This is for you, sweet fella 69." and and sends his that's the name of his Neopet.
Oh, okay.
Sends David charging.
All right, and the two steeds move towards each other. Seth, you have enough time to ready your blade, so you get an extra D6 to this roll.
Awesome.
And you ride. It will be a rules roll, just because you are doing a sort of technical action here, I feel.
Okay.
And you're rolling along. You're moving towards it. You do still have, I believe, the re-roll of your sea shanty, if I remember that correctly. Your sea shanty blessing. And as your steed moves up to its point, roll 2d6 for this joust.
Okay. And I wanted to roll under 4, right?
Feelings you want to roll above. Or no, it's rules actually. So yes, you want to roll under. I apologize.
Okay, that's 2 3s. So
what's your number?
Oh, my number's 4, so I got 2 unders.
Oh, you, with the strength of your Jack-in-the-Box guy, you watch as his little yellow hat collides with Darkest Timeline Seth, right in the craven gap between his animal pelt vest. This strikes him square in his sternum, and he lurches back off the top as the Hellsteed rears and throws its master from atop, and Darkest Timeline Seth sinks into the lava beneath. The horse stays. He's not playing.
I ride over to the Hellsteed, and I gently pet its huge long head.
Are you attempting to do anything, or are you just giving him a
I reach into my pocket and pull out a sugar cube, and I offer it to the horse.
The Hellsteed glances you over, smelling the somewhat familiar scent of its master upon you, and takes the sugar cube from your hand.
Is there like a smell of caramel or like burnt sugar?
Yeah, because it burns inside of it, so it's like
Caramel.
Yeah, it smells like caramel. Sorry, and it fills
that is what I shall name you, Caramel.
Caramel the hell horse.
So has he just tamed this Hellsteed?
Yes, Seth has tamed the Hellsteed.
So it's now a party resource.
Yeah. Seth turns around and just yells, "Hey, who wants to ride Caramel?"
All right. And Dylan's just like, a horse that breathes fire? Fuck yeah, I'm gonna jump on that. And so
Careful.
All right. And Dylan mounts the Hellsteed.
So Triff was like riding, Darkest Timeline Triff was riding via radio flyer behind this Hellsteed.
Yeah.
So now Darkest Timeline Triff is like abandoned in the middle of this parking lot in a radio flyer.
Yeah, stranded in the middle of the parking lot in a gaudy radio flyer. It's like, okay, you beat up my boyfriend. No hard feelings, right?
I mean, what are you gonna do now? Why don't you just step out and just end it? Like, you're trapped here.
Right. Wait, no! She might have useful information!
I don't know. She made a pretty compelling case for lava seppuku. I could do it, I guess. An honorable suicide. That's for me.
No death with dishonor.
No death with dishonor. That is the Bushido code. I guess anyone have any questions for Darkest Timeline Triss before she plunges into Ripley in Alien 3, like into the lava?
I am going to try and be as intimidating as I can for little Triff, and I want to know what the other two doppelgangers are planning over at the Thunderdome. Is like any kind of like ambush or like any kind of traps. What do they got going? And I'm going to hook or like put the bungee cord, like hook it to the flyer, like ready to like pull it out from underneath her.
Okay, first roll to hook.
Okay.
So roll rules to hook.
That is a 6.
Okay, so you have hooked your bungee cord onto
holding it.
Lava boarding.
No, wait, you got a 6 and your number's a 3. You do not hook. No hook. No, I'm sorry. It's so hard to keep track when you guys just say numbers. But it's okay. So yeah, you fail to hook, but you do attempt intimidation. So roll feelings for intimidation after your failed hook.
That is a 1.
Okay. So double fail does not go.
I am rolling extremes.
If you
Can
had
someone-
reversed those rolls, that would have been fucking
That would be
beautiful.
great.
Unfortunately.
I'm gonna like step up and can someone else do this, please?
That was a pretty convincing act to kill myself. I guess here I go. And steps up onto the lip of the radio flyer, and she extends her arms, and tilts off of the radio flyer and goes face first into the lava. And away she goes.
Oh,
I'm sorry, guys.
Bummer.
okay.
What?
Do you just want to take the wagon and pile in some of the chairs and bring it along with us?
I can sit in the wagon.
Yes.
Little radio flyer wagon with these little pinwheels. But I'm gonna sit in it like all hunched up, like a kid being
A
pulled by their
neighborhood
parents.
parade float.
Yes, like the kid that has like the too much puffy coat, and they're just kind of like flopping there in the back of their car.
Beautiful. So y'all have hooked the radio flyer. I don't care how you did it. You've hooked the radio flyer onto the back of the Volkswagen Sirocco, I assume. And now Triff is sort of sitting in the loud radio flyer.
It's the turned up radio flyer.
And now finally the parking lot is secure. Now you've finally done it.
Guess it's to the Thunderdome.
Yeah.
So you all who is on what piece of transportation at this point?
I am on a fiery steed.
Yes, okay. Dylan, fiery steed. Seth, normal steed.
I too
Radi-
am on a fiery steed, but it's tiny and metal.
Triff's tricked out radio flyer. Brooke, are you on your bike?
Brooke is going to be in the car, but her bike is in the back seat. She just doesn't want someone to steal it and use it for them and have it destroyed.
We also still have 2 bikes strapped to the back of this this car.
This is true. All right. And Lars is driving the Sirocco. All right. So as a convoy, Lars reverses and the wagon sort of moves like when you're backing out a trailer or like a U-Haul, and winds back. And in a slow parking lot safe speed, all of you start making your way as a convoy across the parking lot. You get about halfway to the Thunderdome before you are rudely interrupted. You see first over a nearby clumping of trees. You see first the flapping of sails, which doesn't make much sense to you until a little tractor wheels out in front of you. The mighty SS Nose Candy, Greendale's boat that it uses for parking lot-based sailing classes, is wheeled out directly in your path, blocking all methods of transport to the Greendale Thunderdome. And up on the bow of the SS Nose Candy strides a man you would know as Professor Slaughter, except his one half of his face has been turned into a Terminator type of a face. And he says, "Hello, I have been promoted from your Professor Slaughter. I am now Sergeant Slaughter, and you will not pass by my mighty ship."
Oh man. Does this steed, does he breathe fire or does he just like breathe smoke from the fire?
He breathes a little fire. It is not dragon amounts of fire,
Okay.
but there is some fire.
Okay. Okay.
I say the name's a little on the nose, isn't it? Nose Candy?
Yes, I
Nose.
get it. We bought it at auction. Police auction.
Okay. So he's standing atop Is there anybody else on the ship?
No, it appears to just be the robotic Sergeant Slaughter.
Okay, so we've got a trailer, or we've got a car pulling a boat with a robotic Sergeant Slaughter on top of it.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. There is a guy driving the little trailer that pulls Sergeant Slaughter, but there appears to be no crew on his boat.
Okay.
Brooke is kind of going to lean out the car so they can out the window so she can be heard. Did one of our darkest timeline? Are you from the darkest timeline, or did one of our darkest timeline doppelgangers get you to do this?
I see how it would be confusing. I am the Professor Slaughter from the Dark Timeline, now called Sergeant Slaughter.
Okay, why are you doing this?
Because I am from the darkest timeline, and this was done unto us. Now it is our duty to do it unto you.
I mean, does it have to be like right now?
This was the most convenient time to do it. All of our schedules aligned.
You really know how rare that is sometimes. You just
checked
one
our
perfect.
agendas. And...
I can appreciate
that. You tell
that.
me. I believe it. We filled out one of those doodles. You know, those things that you send around with available times and everyone checks off, and this was the first time we were all available.
I hate
Those exist in the darkest timeline?
Yes,
You
it is
always
the
have to
only
log in,
website. It is the only site.
It makes you log in every single time and make an account. You can't just answer it.
Yes.
Okay, so Dylan still has marbles because she only threw one.
Checks out.
So she's gonna throw another one at the metal Sergeant Slaughter.
All right. Roll feelings for this quick Dennis the Menace maneuver.
3.
Okay. So you hit him, and it tings on the Terminator side of him, and it dents him, and it kind of shorts out his robotic Terminator eye, and he's like, God, do you know how expensive these are in the darkest time? It's a lot. It's very expensive.
Move your boat before I have to injure the other one.
This boat will not move except on the tide of your corpses.
How will that work?
Well, okay. Let's say there were 5 of your corpses, right? And we sort of juiced them down and used that as a lubricant to slide the SS Nose Candy out onto the great blue yonder.
Sergeant!
Yes?
Slaughter.
Soldier!
Will you parley?
It is the right of every seaman to parley. This is your one gift of the sea.
Will you let us go for a shanty?
Sing with Lars.
A shanty. These are forgotten in our times.
In South Australia, I was born. Heave away, all the way. South Australia, round Cape Horn. We're bound for South Australia.
Roll 2d6 feelings.
4 and 3. I'm supposed to get above, right?
That's a double success on your sea shanty.
Yes!
Heave away, you rolling king. Heave away, all the way. Anyway, sorry. I got into it.
It has been so long since my ears have heard a sea shanty. And what was like motor oil leaking from his robot replaced with human tears. Pure liquid human tears. And he says, vessel is yours, and you may pass. Thank you for filling an old seaman's heart. Why are you laughing? That is not the mark of a seaman.
Sorry.
I thought it was beautiful.
That was. She sniffles. She grabs tissues, and she's like,
In the glove compartment, just kind of like.
They're not
actually not
tissues.
tissues, it's
They're
napkins.
McDonald's napkins. Yes,
yeah,
yes,
she
yes.
does it like,
Seth, Seth
was
dabs his
beautiful.
tears with David's mane.
That's beautiful.
Dylan is judging you all.
So now, added to your fleet of vehicles is the SS Nose Candy, a mighty vessel of the sea.
What happened to the guy driving the tractor?
Is he,
He
now
seems
in,
fine with it.
I was gonna say, is he now like
Like-
under our instruction?
He answers to the captain of the boat, whoever that might be.
Okay. And this Thunderdome, I have a question.
Yes.
This Thunderdome, is it like inside of Greendale, like, or is it being a structure that is being built exterior, like somewhere there used to be the football field or something?
Exactly. Where once the football field was, Thunderdome coming later. It's on the edge of campus, as campus football fields often are.
Yes.
Which means we'll have a lot of space for our vehicles because that good old football parking lot.
It's big. It's a tailgating parking lot.
I mean,
It's a-
Can lay siege.
Can Brooke go ahead and become the captain of the ship?
Aye, Captain.
She's gonna go full Sid, specifically Final Fantasy VII, because that's my favorite look of his. So she's gonna have like the goggles. She has there's can we just say she finds candy cigarettes because she doesn't smoke, so she has candy cigarettes.
Also in the
Constantly.
compartment.
She has
Yeah.
a fucking Sanji cigarette
Yes.
hanging out of her mouth. And it's a candy cigarette, but it is crumpled like an anime cigarette. Like
Yeah.
it has those weird crumples that those have. And so yes, Captain Brooke now controls the SS Nose Candy, and the tractor guy will answer to your every beck and call.
Perfect. She'll
I have
kind
another-
of stand
I have
just
a
very
proposal.
proudly. That's all she's doing. She's just standing very proudly.
I have another question. Does the tractor have like cruise control or anything?
It's not set up for cruise control because it is not like highway ready, but
Okay.
you could work out a way to just make it go and like go in a straight line, or send the tractor guy in a straight line. He'll do it.
What I'm thinking. But okay. All right. So I guess we continue onward, right?
Yes, through some maneuvering of the tractor guy, the boat is now not only clear of your path, but has joined your fleet of transportation. So now, again, for anyone keeping track at home, the SS Nose Candy, a mighty boat with one Brooke and I guess one Sergeant Slaughter, because you didn't get rid of him. I guess he's just,
Yeah.
He's
He's
on
just
our
chilling.
side now.
yeah, he's on your side. You've converted him with the power of sea shanties. Lars is driving a Volkswagen Sirocco, which is towing a tricked out radio flyer that Triff is riding in. There is one Hellsteed as ridden by Dylan and one regular horse as ridden by Steve. And that is the makeup of the party at this point. So the Greendale Thunderdome lies before you in standard Greendale fashion. The grant has been approved, but the Thunderdome has not been built. It is in fact a football field in a sunken plot of land. A cursory glance reveals that the Darkest Timeline versions of all of you were building a sort of ninja warrior course for you to traverse because they did not expect you to come with a full fucking sailboat. And all of you approach the lip of the Thunderdome, and the next action is indeed up to you. Lars and Brooke, let's build your Darkest Timeline versions, because those are who await us in the Greendale Thunderdome.
I think Darkest Timeline Brooke looks kind of messy.
Okay.
She does have her hair tied back in like a ponytail, but like, you know, everything is like coming out, and just like she like her makeup's like half done and kind of, but like the half done, like she wore makeup yesterday and didn't take it off and then put more makeup on
The
top.
lazy smoky eye.
Yeah, exactly. And like her lipstick is kind of smudged, and yeah, like her clothes are big and kind of hanging off of her. She does not look put together at all.
Wow. Lars?
Lars, the accountant,
Wow.
is wearing a suit that clearly was made at the Men's Warehouse. I'm throwing some more shade. It's too big for him, but he thinks he looks good. Type A personality, and clearly thinks he's in charge, but more likely he's not.
I was hoping for like Michael Douglas Wall Street 80s businessman Lars. That's what I was hoping for.
It's a weed
good.
guy. It's coke guy.
Yeah, exactly.
We've just escalated slightly.
Yeah, he's
Slightly.
just switched. The gateway drug opened the gateway. And now the Lars and the real girl, Darkest Timeline Lars and Darkest Timeline Brooke, look up at you from the middle of their American Ninja Warrior course and say, "We did not expect you to make it this far." They say it at the same time, apparently. "We did not expect you to make it this far, but you will make it no further."
Really? Because we have like a boat and a hell steed and a really cool radio flyer. Like, it's really cool. It's really cool. And a car, and then a regular horse.
That is immaterial. You will pass not through our American Ninja Warrior course.
That's all we have to do is just beat your course?
And us at the end of the course, like the levels of Super Mario 64, where you battle through all that stuff and then fight Bowser. Pretty tough, right?
I mean, we did. Seth jousted a guy off of a horse with a radio, like an antenna. So I think we're in pretty good shape.
Yes, but to beat us is to collect every star in Mario 64, even the annoying ones.
Are they
Wait,
just
you guys don't collect all the stars when you play Mario 64?
What human is capable of such feats? None that I have encountered.
I just saw Brooke do it last week.
Oh, I thought you had to play.
I think that's the first test of your thing. To get all the stars, right?
Hold on. Let me see your cartridge. Let me check the validity of this statement. Do you have your Mario?
Gatekeeper.
Do you have your Mario 64 cartridge?
Seth, don't you know a guy?
A guy to get specifically Brooks. Nintendo 64 cartridge.
Seth actually knows my brother.
Lars, I don't know a guy who will do that.
No, Seth can totally know my brother, who's at home right now with Mario 64 cartridge.
Hey, DM, while they're doing this, can you describe just how well put together this Thunderdome thing is? Like, are we talking pretty well put together, or like completely hodgepodge?
Okay, the Greendale Thunderdome is non-existent, but the grant has been approved. It will be, they're gonna break ground any
day
now. We're just waiting to cut the ribbon.
the American Ninja Warrior course is, I mean, it's not on par with the incredible professionals that you would see on American Ninja Warrior, but it's pretty well done. They've been planning for this. They've been training. They have blueprints that you can see. They hired like they didn't hire a crew. It's just the two of them, but they're doing a great job.
All right. Can I activate my new girl power? Forgettable face. And while everyone's discussing and yelling about the Super Mario 64 cartridge, can I sneak into the support beams underneath the Thunderdome course? And I'm going to try and get close to the Darkest Timeline kiddos.
So you grab, you automatically activate your new girl power. So everyone has forgotten your face. Like you've essentially become blank to them, and you've taken Lars's family's favorite oar and sort of rowed your radio flyer over to the bleachers, and sort of you're now underneath the bleachers, sort of sneakily rowing towards them.
Yes.
Great. So that is in process. That is an action that is still happening. Seth, are you indeed going to call Brooke's brother to bring the Mario 64 cartridge?
Sure.
It's up to you. You do not have to.
I honestly do not feel like Seth would. I'm sorry. I do not feel like Seth would have that information.
That's okay. You're playing your character. So you do not, in fact, know Nook's brother. Brooks could give you her brother's number, but you don't have it. And at that point, why wouldn't Brooke just call her own brother? So it sounds like your Mario 64 cartridge is at home.
Yeah, while this whole argument is going on, Dylan just starts doing like her weird dancing on top of the steed, which activates her fixer power. That makes the group happy for the duration.
Yes, you. So you are doing your incredible dance. Did you choose another great 90s hit to dance to this time?
Which one did I do last time? I don't even remember.
You did Rockefeller Skank by
Oh, that's
Fatboy
right.
Slim.
Okay, it was Rockefeller Skank last time. So this time the song that just like pops into her head while they're doing all of this arguing is actually because there's a boat right here, Aaliyah's Rock the Boat. Rock the boat, rock the boat, change positions, new position, rock. And so she's on top of the steed. It just popped into her head while they were sitting there having this argument. And she's just like.
And the Darkest Timeline has now been completely distracted from their previous Mario 64-centric conversation. The Herald is doing her dance. We have not seen the expression of joy like this in our timeline in so long. How can I care about whether or not someone is a true nerd for getting all 150 stars at Mario 64 when this dancing is going on? The first test is over. Be gone with the first test.
The first test became the stars.
In Super Mario 64, yes.
All right. Well.
What's next?
The big Ninja Warrior course. You must get from outside the course to in here with us.
How deep is this?
It is a gentle slope that will drop you about 20 feet to get on the football fields level, which is where, of course, they've sort of assembled the Ninja Warrior course starting at half field and sort of branched out about 20 yards in any direction.
Okay. So like it's a gentle slope.
It's a real gentle slope.
That they're telling us that the next thing is to come and meet them on the course.
Yeah, you have to get to the center stage where the two of them reside.
can I just ride the horse down right in front of them?
You could get the horse down to the start of the course. You would have to find some way to break through the course, or hope that the Hellsteed can jump such a distance to completely circumnavigate the Ninja Warrior course.
Okay. Look, the other option is me suggesting that Brooke just have the dude ram the boat right into the middle of this.
That's actually what I was thinking too.
Is that what you were thinking too?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Captain Brooke?
Yeah. She is gonna look at Sergeant Slaughter.
Uh-huh.
And she's just gonna get kind of emotional. She's gonna be like, in battle. She's like getting teary-eyed. Sometimes one must sacrifice themselves in order to win the war. Sergeant Slaughter, are you with me right now?
I'm with you, Captain. To the end of the seas.
She salutes back. And she will go ahead. She's not like a real great singer, but she's not bad. She's like not terrible, but she will start singing a sea shanty. Elise won't. Brooke will. I will save you all from that. And she will order the tractor driver to just go ahead and go to ram right in the middle of the Ninja Warrior.
Do we all get on the boat first?
You can.
I think we should all get on the boat and then ram and jump off the boat from the boat, right? Does that make sense?
Does. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
To the boat!
So we all...
All right. Do those of you on horse abandon your steeds, or do you somehow figure out how to get your horse on the boat?
We get the horse to jump up onto the...
Wait. Can we get the horses to jump onto the platform?
Like the American Ninja Warrior platform?
Yeah.
You would have to clear out the course that extends out in every direction.
Okay, then never mind. Get the horse on the boat.
Get the horse on the boat. All right.
What else are you gotta do?
Through some horse-based chicanery, the horses are now loaded onto
the horses
SS.
clip through the boat on.
Yeah, you do a Skyrim like horse clip, and you get the fucking horses up onto the boat, and the sea shanty begins. What do you do with a captain's daughter? What do you do with a captain? Wait, no, that's not how it goes. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? And the ship begins, it pushes off and now glides heavily, like pulls and pushes down the slope. It gains steam and steam and steam. And as the boat goes faster and faster and faster, and the wind whips at the sails and all of your hair, and the sea shanty picks up early in the morning and smashes right into the course, and fucking bric-a-brac and monkey bars and all sorts of bullshit go hither and yon off into the side as your boat has cut its nose up to the American Ninja Warrior platform. Okay. So you passed the second test.
What's next?
Yeah.
Obviously, you must fight us. Whoever is not in the lava at the end of all this wins.
I don't know how many marbles I had. I don't know how many were in a bag.
Some.
But I grab another marble.
Cool.
Just throw it at let's throw it at Accountant Lars.
All right. Feelings at Lars.
4.
Is that a success?
That is a success.
Okay, great. Perfect. Thank you. So you knock him right in his right in the temple. It's like, God. oh, and so he's sort of effectively as prone as this game gets you. Like he's completely vulnerable to someone's next attack.
With that being said, can I pop out of my hiding place and like attempt to grab him and pull him off the platform?
Yes. Roll.
Sorry, Siffy's making
Rules?
biscuits on my legs.
That's okay.
And
Now, that
she's trying to jump up on my tower, and every time she's done that, she's hit the button to turn off my tower. So I have to watch her. Well, because she likes my chair and she likes to sit in it, but to get up to my chair, she has to get on it, and it's like boom, right at the top of it, where she likes to land. So there's like a 50-50 shot of her shutting my whole system down.
So we probably want to avoid that at this point.
I need to roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Rules.
That is a 4.
Okay. That's a fail.
It's always the opposite of what I need.
You make a little like reach like and you just can't get a good enough hold on Darkest Timeline Lars's boots to pull him down off of the platform.
Ugh. But they are currently still very much distracted, right?
Yeah, Lars is hurt and Brooke is like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? That looked like it hurt right there, huh? In the temple. That's a bad one."
Can you blink for me?
Can you blink? How many of me do you see? Besides 2. So you should only see 2 of us, 2 Brooks. And Darkest Timeline Brooke is pissed now because you've attacked her best mate. And now Darkest Timeline Brooke is going to turn on all of you. And like you see now tear streaks running down through all of the cloudy makeup. And she is going to attempt to attack Dylan, who has gone after her special man. Dylan, roll to dodge.
Okay.
That'd be 1 feelings.
Oh, 1.
Ooh, Darkest Timeline Brooke has effectively like tackled you down. And well, you are okay. So if I
sorry, I have a random question. My fixer making everybody happy. Would that have affected this thing at all?
You have learned one bit of expertise to the group being happy is flavor text. What you've done is you've learned one special skill, which was your special dance. You could in theory have another special skill because you're bringing this character back. But what you did was distract people with your beautiful dance like you did last time.
There we go. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. So Darkest Timeline Brooke, you are still atop the Hellsteed, and Darkest Timeline Brooke has effectively like leapt and like knocked you off the horse in like a big tackle, and you are now on the deck of the SS Nose Candy, and Brooke is just gonna start like wailing on you.
All right. Okay. Man, I should have had brass knuckles added to this outfit. All right, so I am going to attempt to, as she is wailing on me, get her in a triangle hold.
Okay.
So that way, I try and wrap my legs up around her neck and just start yanking my body down to push her head and neck up.
Okay, so this is some fucking like Charlotte Flair leg combat shit. Okay, would you say that Dylan is knowledgeable about wrestling to pull off such a okay, so that is 2d6 rules. Okay, so you want to roll under or on.
Oh nope, 2 fails. I got 2 5s.
Okay, the triangle hold is ineffective. You get your kind of legs up there, but you're just being like it's too violent of an assault to like pull off such a complex but effective maneuver, and you're completely knocked. And now Darkest Timeline Brooke has sort of like grasped your neck and now is like moving you over the edge of the nose candy, preparing to like drop you into the lava below.
Is the life preserver anywhere near where she like hanging anywhere on the side where I am like where she's trying to throw me over.
In what I'm going to say is standard nautical style. There's sort of a series of them strung along the side of the boat.
Okay. So I'm gonna grab onto one of those.
Okay, so you kind of reach blindly down and attempt to like grab the rope, basically, or a guy.
The round part of it, like the
Gotcha.
round.
Okay. Roll 1 feelings for kind of just blind grab.
Okay. I got a 2. Woo.
A 2. All right. So the Greendale effect, and you've grasped onto one of the life preservers.
All right. Trying to think of like a Greendale effect question right now. I don't think I have one.
Okay,
So
you can bank
How do
it.
we defeat them?
We're gonna bank
Knock them into the
Bring them
lava.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess so.
all right. So I have grabbed it.
Yes.
Can I? So I've reached behind me. So in theory, is my head over the railing, or is it still like? Am I still on this side of the railing? On the inside of the
You
railing?
are over the edge. So all right, let's say nose candy's here. This is like you.
Mhm.
My fingies are your head dangling over the side, and there's
Okay.
still a lot of your body still on the deck.
Okay, and I now have one hand
Reached down and grabbed.
reached down. Okay.
Yeah. So like your
Um,
shoulders are over the edge of the boat.
Okay. Can I? My shoulders are over. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the best
It's okay.
logistical plan here. So my shoulders are over the edge of the boat, but I have an arm kind of reached down and looped into it. Can I attempt to again put my legs around her head because it's what's there, and try and slam her head into the boat railing?
Yeah, go for it. Roll feelings this time.
2.
Right on. Yeah,
Bill's getting the rolls.
you've got like thighs at neck, calves above her head, and just sort of pull gong and clearly like knock Darkest Timeline Brooke. Or she's dizzy. Like this is like a concussion level, like boom. And now Brooke's hold on you has sort of like lessened as their world has been rocked.
All right. So I am going to. Would I be able to maneuver myself back up and over so that way I am standing as opposed to halfway off of the thing?
Yes, they've lessened your hold. You could like slide back over.
Okay. So I get back over. I'm gonna grab her head and slam it into it one more time. Slam it into there one.
All right. Do it this time. Rules.
Okay. We're gonna fail this.
Brooke is just standing there, just like, does Dylan actually hate me?
6. Big fail.
Big no good there. So actually, since Brooke is like concussed, I'll let you add another. I'll let you roll one more on that.
Okay.
On a beleaguered foe.
Beleaguered.
Nope, 5. Didn't help at all. Didn't help one little bit.
Didn't help. So you what you've essentially accomplished is like a pat on the back.
It's okay.
It's okay, bud. I know I hit your head real hard. So all that is happening, and just so anyone's clear, anyone else on the boat could chime into this fight at any point. I appreciate you letting like Dylan have the comment section. Any of you could intervene.
Seth sees how that things are not going well, and so he sighs, pulls out his iPhone 12, and hits a number on speed dial.
Okay. Beep, boop, 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 boop.
Hey, Noah. Hey, Noah. I need 2 of your most vicious birds. Can you get them as
Get me
soon
your
as you
finest geese.
can? Get me your most vicious swans and send them to my. Can you send them to my location?
Aye, they'll be there momentarily.
Thank you, Noah.
All right. Did you say Noah or Nala?
Noah.
Oh, okay. Well, they're Australian. And you hear the distant flap on the dawn, the terror that flaps in the night, as the beating of the set of two beautiful white swan's wings. For anyone unclear, that was Justin's stoner ability to conjure these geese. But the big, beautiful, white, picturesque bastard swans are now flying through the air and have sort of perched on David Du Coultney's head.
I gesture with my joint and say, attack! And gesture towards Dark Timeline, Brooke, and Lars.
Roll feelings for, again, animal husbandry.
All right, so I want to roll over 4, correct?
Yes.
Anyone who's seen Leonard Part 8?
Ooh.
You ever seen that Leonard Part 8, that movie?
No.
Well, it's kind of not cool because it's Bill Cosby movie, but...
Oh,
okay. I know of it.
Well,
Yeah.
I've only seen Part 6.
I rolled a 1.
So that is like the one thing that you shouldn't have rolled, because the swans have turned on you.
As swans are apt to do.
You gestured via joint for them to attack, and both the swans turn around, and you suddenly get this like dark impression that these are Darkest Timeline swans.
Oh, no.
That like they each have like one artful scar over one eye. Their wings have been damaged and singed, and they sort of, Seth, lunge at you.
Oh, too much neck.
Yeah, a lot of neck coming at you, dog. And the two necked bastards knock you from atop David Du Coultney, and they are pecking you on the deck of the SS Nose Candy. Yes, my swans will do perfectly.
Can I attempt again while he's distracted by his geese to try and grab him by his ill-fitting suit and pull back?
Yes.
All right. Please be good, please be good, please be good. A 3!
After all this time.
After all this time, a good roll.
You stand up from your bitchin' radio flyer and grab onto the back of this ill-fitting pinstripe suit. Yank! And Darkest Timeline Lars, sort of like his feet out from under him, face plants onto the stage of the American Ninja Warrior stage, and he tumbles down into the lava. Darkest Timeline Lars eliminated.
I'm gonna try and elbow up the rest of the platform.
Yeah, and you elbow your way up. You sort of shake your way up there, and now you are atop. You are the American Ninja Warrior. Congratulations. You hit the button and it goes.
Annie Triffany, the American Ninja Warrior.
Wait, is that Triff? Did she leave?
Oh.
I didn't even see her leave.
Can Brooke go up to other Brooke? And I don't know if this works for my overachiever thing. It says I have a feasible plan B that no one knows about. Can Brooke try to make friends with Darkest Timeline Brooke? Is that a plan B?
So, Brooke, unbeknownst to the rest of the party, you have been every night before going to bed, you have been looking into your vanity mirror and saying, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. And you've been doing this every single night and will continue to do this long after this adventure is over, in assurance of the future timeline. Because when you place your hand on Darkest Timeline Brooke, Darkest Timeline Brooke looks at you, and all the pain, all the bad makeup sort of melts away, and they see through clear eyes and not running mascara how much you love you. And Brooke relents from their crusade. Things had gotten so dark, and I had lost my way. I see now what I was doing was wrong. That
Okay,
trying to make your timeline as dark as mine in some fit of revenge was.
But now you can stay here and be happy. You don't have to go back.
What am I supposed to do? Enroll in classes?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. We can. Oh my God, we can take classes together. We can study together. I've always wanted a sister. I just have my stupid brother.
I'd like that very much.
Yes, you come home with me, okay?
Okay.
Just
Okay.
hug, crying.
Can we start a new save file on Mario 64?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, can I have my own save file? I have the save file.
Yes.
I never had my own Mario 64 file before.
Oh my God. You can save over mine. I don't care.
Okay. Thank you. So Seth is being attacked by two swans.
I run at the swans and take a diving run at them and to save my stoner friend from the swans.
All right. Roll 1d6 feelings.
Oops. 3.
Success. One of the swans, you fucking just like Roethlisberger linebacker fucking and you
in a humanitarian way, like, you know,
Cradle their neck
You
and head.
lovingly tackle a swan.
yeah, you lovingly tackle them. You hold them and protect them like you would as you fall. And now
Yeah.
you sort of have grasped the nasty swan, one of the two nasty swans.
I love you, swan.
Roll feelings for animal husbandry with the dark timeline swan.
5, baby.
Wow. The swan feels your gentle, loving touch. The sort of the fumes coming off of your drug rug. Sort of, you get the swan gets a contact calming effect, and
The CBD oils seep into it.
seep into the drug rug, and it's now in the swan, and the swan is very calm.
Yeah.
And feels soothed and nurtured by you. So only one attacking swan remains.
Okay, so for a moment while like Brooke are having this whole thing, Dylan in like the back of her head isn't trusting it and is like, should I just throw this bitch over while she's not paying attention? But she doesn't, because they hug, and you know she can always throw her over later if she needs to, or try to. So while they're hugging, because like she was just standing in the middle of this awkward self-love fest, so she and so while that's happening, she goes and like are like the sails unfurled and in a reachable spot? Okay.
Yes, you could hoist the mainsail if you so desired.
I just need to like have some ability for to take out a pocket knife that I'm gonna say was there all along.
Sure, checks out.
And cut off a big section of fabric and ask my hell steed to breathe fire. I'd be like, come here, hell steed, breathe fire. So that way it catches the fabric on fire, and I'm just going to start flinging it at the other evil swan.
Jesus.
You wave your flaming rag in the direction of the swan, and it's like, and it terrified flitters off into the night.
And so then I just throw that over into the parking lot so that way it can finish burning out on its own.
Great. And so at the departure of that second swan, Darkest Timeline Brook takes out her wrist thingy and hits a few buttons, and the lava protocol surrounding all of you fades away from the genesis of the American Ninja Warrior stage, where Tiff has triumphantly hit the big red button. The lava gradually fades away in every distinct direction. And around you, you see people sort of coming to after their little lava trance, after they fell down beneath the level of the lava. You see Ian Duncan walking around sort of like in a stupor. And Greendale has returned to its equivalent version of normal. The school will soon get word of each of your actions. Triff becoming the triumphant American Ninja Warrior, something that no one expected from her. They will see shaky cell phone footage of Seth's mighty joust with the Hellsteed. They will see Dylan's triumphant riding of the Hellsteed and her grappling with this cyborg version of Brooke. They will hear about Lars's hell goose that he keeps on campus.
You can pet the hell goose.
You can pet the hell goose if you so choose. It's sort of a therapy hell goose that he takes to classes with him. Brooke and the Darkest Timeline version of herself went home that night and played Super Mario 64. She and Brooke both started attending classes together, giving seminars on getting to know yourself and getting to truly learn to love yourself. And the Ludwig Göransson score picks up, and we are done. So thank you for everyone that has watched this on YouTube. Thank you for everyone listening to this in podcast form later. And thank you to my 5 wonderful players of this session. Now is the time, any and all y'all, plug yourself, social media, anything that you want the people to know about.
Going in order of entrance again?
Sure. We can start with Elise then.
You can actually hear me now. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook as Princess Bilbo. That's princess, like, you know, I'm a princess of a kingdom, and Bilbo, like Bilbo Baggins, because I'm a hobbit.
You just are a hobbit.
Yeah, I just am a hobbit.
Precious. I like it.
Beautiful. Alex.
Hey guys, Lars Dunleavy here. You can check me out on 6 Seasons and a Podcast. Exciting news that after somewhat of a hiatus, I am coming back strong with about 10 to 12 episodes, including folks like Emily Cutler, writer from the show, Vicky, Danielle, who played Vicky, lots of other people from the show, and it's very exciting to and maybe you'll see or hear Mr. Kevin Lanigan on one of those or 2 of those, because we're talking to Officer Kukowski, Craig Kukowski himself. So anyway, yeah, that's me.
Fantastic. Jillian.
All right. I am Jillian Clayton again, part of Welcome to Greendale podcast. You can go to welcometogreendale.com to find links to our social media, all that sort of stuff, including we got merch. I wore some today. We have some nice, neat merch that you can now buy. Shameless plug. And then you can follow me personally on Instagram and Twitter at Holy City Fangirl.
Yeah, do it. If it's good enough for like wrestlers to wear their own shirts when they come out to the ring, then it's good enough for you. That's what I say.
That's exactly.
Justin.
You can follow me on Twitter at Squidical Inking, and you can catch me on a whole bunch of different podcasts. I'm in the Welcome to Greendale feed with Kevin on Movies for Babies.
Advanced Community Studies, the other one. But yes.
Advanced. Oh, sorry. Advanced Community
No,
Studies.
you're good.
I'm sorry.
There's a lot
sorry.
of us. It's okay.
There's so many.
Yes. Advanced Community Studies on Movies for Babies. You can also catch me on the Puffin Publishing podcast, Jive Action Nerds, and the only dating game podcast, Okay Stupid.
That's right. And you can hear me on that one coming up here shortly for fucking wild ass episode. And Tori.
Okay. Hi, I'm Tori. You can find me. I am a freelance illustrator. I do a lot of cartoons, comics, and just general arts. You can find me at my Twitter at Gaelfox, OGAELFOX, and over on Instagram at Gaelgrams. So if you like things like Critical Role or video games or like to watch One Piece, a lot of different interests. So I won't bore you with all those details. So yeah, if you'd like art, give me a follow.
Fantastic. And thank everyone again for coming out to the second session of this silly community roleplay show that I'm doing, occasionally. I do not know when the next session will be at this point, but I do know the subject of that session will be that we will attempt to find and capture and bring to justice the ass crack bandit. But until that time, pop, listen to Advanced Community Studies, and don't be a Nazi.
It's the least you can do.
It's the least you can do. Just
Bare
don't
minimum.
be that.
Yeah,
Just
that'd be
don't
great.